welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday. I am coming in today with a very special video. Won't be a very long video, but a very special video, as you can tell by the title. First of all, welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and thank you all for your feedback on my previous video about my custom block that I was using to create a cowl neck. I will continue to work on that development of that design, and I will be bringing all of that to you back on the channel here soon. But today's video is all about the Kimberly dress and me being part of the Minerva Crafts maker team. And so this is so exciting. So both of these things kind of happen maybe a week apart. And so Athena from AK Patterns, as you all know, I have made the Kimberly dress twice before. I will link that video here. I made out of a woven with the panel at the bottom. And so Athena reached out and she, if you've been following her, you know she's celebrating the Lisa and the Kimberly dress month. It ends here, I believe, coming up mid-August. And I'll pop up here for those who haven't seen the Kimberly dress, what it looks like. It ranges from size 4 through 28. You all know that's one of the things I absolutely love about AK Patterns is their size range. And that allows grading in between sizes. So when she talked about doing the Kimberly month, of course, I was excited to participate. So this time around for the Kimberly dress, I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to actually do a knit. And so Athena actually has a blog post on her website on how to make the Kimberly out of a knit. And so, and she talks about doing it's a longer flutter sleeve. Well, during that time, also, Minerva Crafts reached out to me and asked me if I wouldn't mind being part of their maker team. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how exciting is that to receive fabric, to be able to do a review on the fabric and put the review up on YouTube and share that here. And by all means, this is my experience with the fabric, so any issues I've had with it or anything like that, I will definitely let you know when I do present these type of videos. And so you will see from me, I won't say on a monthly basis, but on a periodic basis, could be monthly just depending on what I have in my pipeline, but videos that will feature various Minerva Crafts fabrics. And so today's, I will link it down in the description box, the fabric, and I'll also pop up a picture here what it looks like. But it is and I believe my pronunciation was wrong the last time, and I'm probably gonna get it wrong this time, but that's okay. Don't hold it against me, but it's, I believe, pronounced modal. Remember from a previous haul I talked about a modal that I picked up from Low Price Fabrics, and so I love the drape of it. And so this time I saw the same description, but it was for a panty. Sorry about that, but it was for a panty, a modal panty. So I went ahead, just the design is very simple. This is in a navy blue, and I'm actually have some scraps here left. I want to show it to you. It's a navy blue, nice design on it. They also have a colorway that's black, and on the back side, the wrong side, is this really soft fabric. And so not knowing exactly, you know, how it was going to be, and I was a little hesitant on picking a panty, but when I saw that it was the same, you know, the name was the same as the previous fabric I bought, that was thin and very, very, very drapey. You all know how much I raved on that, so I said, let me give it a try. I will order that for the fabric. And so let me show you the stretch. Oops, wrong way. So here's the stretch. So there's a good bit of stretch in the fabric, and I will say it is very, very soft. Very soft. Now the composition is a little bit different from the other fabric that I had purchased. This is not as thick as a panty that you would normally think, and it's hard to kind of show I'm not gonna really be able to show you the thickness, but it's thin, but it still has a little bit, it has a little bit more of a weight to it. See the drape on it? And it has a little bit of weight on it. So when I got it, I was like, oh, this might be a little bit too hot for Texas right now. And it is. This will be perfect when things cool off a little bit here in Texas. But I was determined to move forward with the Kimberly dress because what I wanted to do was have something. I didn't want anything figure hugging, but I wanted it to be fitted more closely to my body. So I still went ahead and went for it. And I actually did a nice flutter sleeve. And I will say, okay, shame on me because I accidentally deleted the video. I recorded how I created my flutter sleeve. I actually showed it in the video over a year ago for a totally different pattern. I did a sew along for it, and I showed how I created the flutter sleeve. And so I accidentally deleted that, so sorry, but I do want to show the pattern piece. So essentially you just figure out how far you want your flutter to go, and you just mark it. These are all 2 inches thick, these cuts, and so I just went across that way. I drew the line down the middle of the pattern, then I went 2 inches from that line and drew a line 2 inches over until I got this, and I spread it out and then put it on top of paper and cut it out. And so then I was able to use this for my sleeve. And so that's how, let me at least show you, that's how I got this nice flutter sleeve. Very nice. So the neckband with the, you can, I'll link Athena's blog post below, but she does tell you about going down a size, creating a neckband, taking the seam out for those pieces so you can cut the pieces on the fold. And so I did do all of that. However, I feel like my V is a little low. It looks fine. It looks flattering. Let me pop up some pictures here. But I think I'm going to put a modesty panel just slightly up on, let me see. Yeah, just slightly up right here in this fabric, if you can see that. I have enough scraps to be able to do that, to put it just right across, because I almost felt like if I, drop my pen or pencil at work or something, I bent over, like it was just showing too much. So a modesty panel would be fine. Not that high, but about this high. See? So I'll come up about this high with a modesty panel, and it'll look more squared off, which is perfectly fine. And plus, as I lose weight, because the thing is, as I lose weight, this here will continue to kind of drape down, and I'd rather have a modesty panel. So if it drapes down, it's not going to drape too much, because I'm not looking to ever wear a cami up under this. This is something I definitely want to skip wearing a cami for. So I wanted to come in and share how excited I am. Thank you, Minerva Crafts, for reaching out to me to be part of the makers team. There are several projects that I have in the works that I am prepping for that I do believe you all will be excited to see. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, it's not going to be every single month, but it just depends on my sewing queue, what I have in the works, and all of that. And to Athena, thank you very much for celebrating the Kimberly dress. Of course, I love it. I love it. I love it. And this turned out so well. The only thing I would have done different, I normally cut a size 24 in woven. And so the suggestion is to go down a size when you're doing woven. Well, I could have stayed, I went down to a 24 for the bodice and the skirt. I think I could have stood to go for a size 22 in the bodice and kept the skirt at the 24, because I do like the room it gives me, because again, I didn't want anything figure hugging, but I do feel like this is, because there is, like I said, it's a decent amount of stretch on this knit. I could have stood to go down to a 22 for the bodice. and went with that for the bodice piece. So, but other than that, I am happy to have been a part of all those who have shared their Kimberly dresses throughout the month for the past month in July and in August here. Make sure that you are following AK Patterns on Instagram and look for the hashtag and look, and she's been posting on the Instagram page different looks and everything, and on the blog different looks for the Kimberly dress. Again, I will leave the link below to the pattern, as well as a link to her blog post that talks about you turning the Kimberly dress into a knit, and those things you need to consider for that. And also for the fabric, if you are interested in this fabric, I know there are some that are in different seasons than here in the United States. Maybe this is perfect for you, or you want to get it now so you're prepared for fall, winter. I will go ahead and leave the link to this. It's a very nice print, very soft, and I think it's very simple in that if you have a simple pattern like the Kimberly dress, very beginner friendly, you can use a pattern, a design like this to really make the dress stand out and just have a little bit more dimension. And so I will leave a link to this fabric down below. I used 3.5 yards for this dress because of the circle skirt, and it is 58 inches wide. So keep that in mind. If you are looking to make the Kimberly dress and you want to get this fabric, you will need to consider getting enough to cut that circle skirt out of. I do have a little bit of some scraps left that we'll see if I'm able to create anything out of it. I don't know. I might be able to squeeze a Rebecca Page cami out of it. Not sure. We shall see. But yeah, this is it. And again, I am so excited to be a part of the Minerva Crafts maker team. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Very short, sweet, and simple. Make sure you stay tuned for Sunday. I will have some makes to show you, and yeah, just stay tuned. I have some fun things, some fun videos coming up over the next few days. So make sure you, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that bell. Go ahead and subscribe. Thumbs up this video. Feel free to share it. And I thank you everyone for tuning in today. And you all have a blessed rest of your week. And again, if you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. Thank you, everybody. Have a blessed rest of your week. Bye.